Hi, this is Jan Hibbert from Log Cabin Leather, and I'm here for another session of my Maker Monday series. Last month was all about belt making. This month is all about jewelry making. My jewelry line is actually one of my newest lines. I've been doing leather work since 1977. If you've been following me, you know, I've told stories about how I got started. But the jewelry is actually one of my newer lines. Um, it's been one of my most popular ones. I've only started for the last couple of years. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I got started in that and tell you some other events that are going on for the week and things like that. But again, this month is going to be all about the jewelry making. Thank you to any of you that follow me and like my page. I appreciate that. Comments, I'd love to hear some comments on what you think about this product line and things like that. A lot of aspects of this are going to be going away soon, so I'm going to talk about that a little bit. Um, so again, my jewelry line started a couple years ago, and it basically grew out of kind of my inspiration and things from my Native American um, ties. I work at Mount Kearsarge Indian Museum, which opened in 1992. I was a public school teacher, so we started taking our classes there, I think that year or the following year. So that's something I've always done. Um, and they have a powwow there every summer. It's always the second weekend in July, right there on the grounds. And this museum is located in Warren, New Hampshire. Just recently, a publication rated it as one of the top 10 Indian museums in the United States. It's a hidden gem. It's a little tiny place. It doesn't look like anything from the outside. It will be re-roofed this spring, and so different things. So we'll have a different look to it. But still, it doesn't look like much from the outside, but the collection inside is vast and extensive, and it covers the whole United States. So the native culture, again, I have no native blood, but when I was in high school, I took a class on supernatural that got me interested in the Hopi Indians, and that got me interested in the Indian culture. My father went to Dartmouth. I don't know if that he loved the Indian culture as well. Um, I wish I had taken him to more powwows and stuff before he got too old to attend them and things like that. But anyways, so the Mount Kearsarge Indian Museum has the powwows and stuff. So that was part of my inspiration. The other thing is I'm a museum educator there now. I left my teaching job in 2012, and I was basically recruited by the museum as a tour guide. I had been there so many years with my classrooms um, for tours, and I had helped to the powwows and all that kind of thing. So they just kind of recruited me, and I've been working there ever since. So right now I do tours inside the museum. I also do what's called the Medicine Woods tour, which we talk about the plants. So the plant part of this is actually part of what inspired this collection, because a lot of things that I'll show you in a minute from this collection are leaf shapes. Um, Maple leaf, oak leaf, those are things we talk about on a Medicine Woods tour. Catalpa is another one we have on the Indian Museum, and I have a beautiful picture of that in bloom during the powwow with the earrings and stuff against it. Um, that's what inspired that. But then the powwows itself, the colors. Native Americans love colors. And again, maybe that's what draws them to me, because I love colors. If you've ever gone to a powwow, you'll see the most brightest, beautiful colors you've seen in your life. So these are some pictures of powwows, and this is from an old calendar. But look at the color of the regalia, this is called. Now, these are not costumes that they wear. The outfits they wear are called regalia, special occasions. But they love colors, and so brightness. And that's something we talk about when you go on to tours and stuff. The colors, but the color combinations you'll see too. I mean, these aren't necessarily good. I mean, you'll see hundreds of different colors combined all together. Um, Beautiful jewelry. I mean, it's amazing and very welcoming. They'll tell you, So the powwow is an amazing thing, but the beautiful colors from this are really what inspired me. And again, inspired Indians. They loved colors, and color made you feel happy. And maybe it's because high school and college, it's in the 70s, so the end of the hippie era, that I love colors. Um, Fall is my favorite season because I really love the fall foliage and things like that. So that's where a lot of my inspiration came from. My mother also, which I've talked about in the past, is a bird lover, or was a bird lover. Um, so a lot of my knowledge about birds and things came from her. So actually the collection I'm going to pan around and show you in a minute. Um, It's actually a collection of two collections right now. And right now I'm really going to be downsizing. I realize one of my pitfalls is I go too big. I have too many choices. It's too hard for people to make decisions. Some of the color combinations in these sets are similar, so I'm going to be eliminating some. You know, and again, this set has different pieces. Like it has the component, the necklaces, like I have on. It has things like, I took it off, barrettes, the stick kind, which people love because that's an older fashioned kind and will really hold a lot of hair, a lot more than a regular clip type, which I also have. I have the necklaces, I have earrings, I have cuffs. Right, so this set, I have pins even. So this set had 5 different components to it, all in color combinations that you could match the entire set. But I have so many different colors. This is really 2 sets. One set was didn't have as many pieces in it, but again, most of them I have all these components for. So I'm going to pan around and show you some of the collection now. So again, this is showing, again, the catalpa. That's a catalpa leaf that kind of got me started. Here's some beautiful maple leaves. So these are things that are probably going to be going away till fall. They will be coming back because those are very popular. Lady Amherst, that's a kind of pheasant. The indigo bunting. If you don't know what a loon is, you would if you lived in New Hampshire or some of the lakes in the northern area of the United States or even the Gulf. They go to the Gulf for winter. That's a unique bird. That's what those are based on. All of these are based on real birds. The colors, again, being my mother was a bird watcher, the colors of the regalia at the powwows. This whole collection is based on, I don't know if I can get the light, so I'm going to show this. Maybe not so good. But again, beautiful colors. This is the ginkgo leaf, which is actually one of my favorite sets. But I have a lot of combinations. That's what I'm wearing now, the teal macaw. And as you can see, it has the earrings. There's a small 2-inch clip barrette. And then I have a cuff. Again, earrings came in different lengths. You can see over here I have a longer pair of earrings, a super long pair of earrings, a very tiny pair of earrings. And so they varied in length. They varied in materials, again, whether you wanted to have again, hypoallergenic surgical steel wires like that, or whether you wanted to have 14 karat gold or sterling silver. So I had all those combinations. So I really think I'm going to be downsizing on that. So I'd love to hear, you know, what people think on that topic. I do have a new collection of jewelry that's coming out, which is going to have more specific pieces. Sorry, these lights get, it's hard to get them so they're not, anyway. So I'm going to be coming out with a new product line later this month, so I'll be talking more about that. But again, the colors and things really are inspired by the Native American culture. I will be there at the powwow this summer. Again, it's the second weekend in July. I honestly don't have a current calendar, so I can't tell you what the dates are. It's like the 12th, the 13th, 14th. It's a second weekend in July, which it's right there in Warner, New Hampshire, which is just up 89, not far from Concord, New Hampshire. If you're in the New Hampshire area. It's a 2-day event. So now a couple other things about my jewelry. What makes it unique is, again, I'm allergic to metal, so I never could wear earrings, which is why I never started making jewelry a long time ago. Or actually in the 70s, I did make some necklaces. They would have had the macrame cords. I learned macrame from a sailor way back in the 70s. When he spent my summers on Winnipesaukee, I would actually take my boat for my lessons across the lake to his house. But in any event, I'm allergic to metal. So necklaces I can wear, but a lot of them have metal clasps and things like that, which don't work for me. So my necklaces, number one, adjust. They have no metal on them. They are a leather lace, a round leather lace, and you pull it to adjust it. So what makes this unique also is you can have any length in between. It's not just, it's, you know, some necklaces maybe adjust a little bit, but with this I can go from the longest it is now. Nope, it actually isn't. That's the longest. which again would be too long with what I'm wearing because it interferes with my pouch there. So in that case, I might want to make it a little bit shorter, but I can go with it there. And you notice I have two different necklaces, shirts on. It's also because I'm in my basement and it's not heated at the moment, so it's a little chilly down here. But again, so with the blue shirt, the purple shirt, I could wear it at that length. But again, if I didn't, if I wanted to have a higher neck shirt, all I have to do is pull on the ends, and I can tighten it up. Again, I apologize in the things here. It's always looking the opposite of how you think you need to go to get it even. So you can make it pretty much any length you want. I can even go, I think, a little shorter. That's about it. But again, so you can adjust it, the different lengths. Most necklaces you couldn't do that too. And I apologize because now I can't see how it looks. But I can't figure it out upside down. But that you can adjust. The other thing about it, it's so lightweight. I know a lot of necklaces, again, the heavy, turquoise, beautiful Indian necklaces are very heavy. These are lightweight. I mean, it does have some of the beads on it. They are authentic bone, antler, glass beads. So they are authentic Indian beads. Again, the Indian influence. But they're fully adjustable like that. The leather makes it very lightweight. So even the larger pieces like this aren't heavy. I don't know if you noticed when I panned around, I have the necklaces with just the single feather. But again, I'm going to be eliminating some of these combinations just because I have way too many choices and people have a hard time making decisions or get very confused on the website, I think, because I have too many choices for them to make. So a lot of this may be going away, so I'll probably be offering some of this on sale this month, and then certain things will be eliminated completely. Others that are popular, again, what I offer in the collection may be downsized. I do like to offer sets, so I have different sets. I mean, I think these are beautiful, again, for people who are allergic to metal. Earrings as well. Now, obviously, if you're allergic to metal, the earrings don't do you any good, which is why you never see me with earrings on. I cannot wear any kind of earring. I'm allergic to all kinds of metal and things like that. But again, I did have the earrings in many different lengths from the super long, so I may be eliminating some of these lengths. I like to offer choices, but again, I'm looking at what my most popular ones are. So different collections may offer the earrings in different sizes. I'm not sure on that. Same thing with the hair clips. Currently now I offer them in 3 different sizes: a 2-inch clip, a 3-inch clip, and a 4-inch clip. So again, I mean, and this is, see, this is all the same color. So you have a choice of which size. And again, I think that makes too many choices for them. Although the smaller ones are good for kids, and the necklace is good for them because they're lightweight. I mean, I know a lot of young kids probably don't wear dangly earrings just because it's a little more dangerous, but that's where, again, some of the tiny ones, they're very short, so that wouldn't stick down too much. But again, I'm not sure on that for kids. Nothing I ever had to deal with. Never had PSTs as a kid. And like I said, never had, it's been over 30 years now since I've had PSTs. I had little pins. So again, a lot of things in this collection are going to be going a way. So this month I'll be talking about how I make all these things. So workshop Wednesday, and I apologize for that. I'm hoping my husband's going to get it because I'm in the middle of this. I wasn't going to plan on getting it right now. So again, I offer the different kinds of jewelry. I think it's perfect because, again, if you're allergic to the metal, the necklaces are a perfect solution to that. I also am going to be, again, downsizing and selling sets where you can buy combinations. If you buy the necklace, you'll get either a set of earrings or, again, depending on what my combination is at the time, a barrette or something on sale, for a discount price if you buy a 3-part or 2-part collecting set together. So you'll save money that way. Some of those sets will be on sale this month. I also will be having a giveaway this month. The other thing that's beautiful about this collection is, again, the leather. It is, again, tied to my native connections again. The ginkgo is my favorite. It's biodegradable leather. It is all, this is, again, I've talked about the different types of leather, and the leather that's used to make these is a vegetable tan leather, which is a natural product tanned primarily with oak, which is something we teach at the Indian Museum as well. Tanned with oak, so it's a natural product. It's biodegradable. The paints and so forth I use are water-based, so they're biodegradable. So it's an earth-friendly product. And the beads and everything too are the glass or the natural things that come from the earth. So really are earth-friendly that way. The earrings, again, right now they're all hypoallergenic. I have, gold or silver in that. But I also have 14 karat gold, and I also have sterling silver. So again, I may offer that as particular sets at different times. Things like that. So that's pretty much what I've got going on. Again, so workshop Wednesday, I'm going to take you into the workshop. I'm going to show you the beginnings and how I get started and how I start making the jewelry sets and things like that. What types of leathers I use, and I'll take you through the process of how I make the designs. Now, what's unique about these, and I'm not sure how well to show, most of these, the feather designs, especially the small ones, obviously this is not necessarily too large. People think of real feathers. When they first walk up to these, they think they're real feathers. When I do a craft show, it's the colors that draw people in. And again, it's amazing how many men are attracted to the colors. A lot of times you're just kind of standing around while the women go off and look in the booths and are shopping, and the men are just kind of standing out in the middle of the aisle looking around. And then my jewelry collection, which is usually on the front table, catches their eye, the colors, and they just come over and admire it. And you should try to get their wife to come over and look at it because they love the colors. So it does, but they're also, most people are amazed. They think they're real feathers until they touch, and then they're not sure what they are. They realize they can't be clay because clay would be much heavier. The leather, again, for the earrings is basically no weight, and even the giant size earrings, my extra large earrings, which almost hit the top of your shoulder, have no weight to them. They're not going to stretch your ear holes, things like that. So that's unique. Again, factor about the jewelry in my collection is the earrings are so lightweight. They're not going to stretch your holes. The necklaces are hyperallergenic, so that's not going to bother you. The barrettes, again, come in different styles, the clip and the sticks. So whichever style you prefer. I'm going to share, I'm going to show how to put these in. A lot of people don't know how to put these in or don't remember how to put them in. I'm going to show some tips on that this month. Probably the Spotlight Saturday, where I'm going to highlight particular collections that are going to be on sale and things like that. And so I'll have, as part of that, some of that. Also, these clips, there's a way to make them hold more hair. I'm going to share that in one of my sessions. Probably this, again, Spotlight Saturday, where I'm going to have certain collections on sale. So I'll share some of those aspects when I highlight those. I think that's pretty much all. So again, the workshop Wednesday, I'm going to be taking you into my workshop, showing you what I've done on my Facebook page, which is Log Cabin Leather by Jan. I also have a tool trivia game every Tuesday. I post a tool, and you're supposed to guess what it is. If you participate in the game, then I sometimes give you a special little prize. So that's every Tuesday. All you have to do is go to my Facebook page, again, Log Cabin Leather by Jan, and you'll find, it's usually pinned to the top of the page on the Tuesday morning, and you can give a reply, and then I will message you yes or no whether your answer is with your special gift for playing and things like that. So that's Tool Trivia Wednesday, the workshop Wednesday, where I'm going to take you in and show you actually the production of making the products, and that's going to be at 10:30 this week, right on my Facebook page again. Thursday, my blog comes out, and this week's blog will highlight all the things I did last week. For my belt making, I was talking about how I finish the edges and things like that to make and what I do to make the belts more comfortable. And so that was pretty much what the blog will be about. And Friday is my Flashback Friday, where again I can't flashback too far on jewelry because I only been making it for a couple of years, but I may share some powwow pictures and things like that. Again, unfortunately, a lot of the pictures and things I have from years gone by are on old discs and film that I can't even use anymore. Uh, it's amazing, now I just learned that they're going to be doing away with CDs, and, again, all this technology blows my mind. But again, every time I get used to something, they take it away, and I don't know what to do anymore. So, in any event, um, those are all things that are going to come up. Spotlight Saturday, again, we'll highlight different products and different collections and things that are going to be on sale. I'll also, again, be sharing a lot about Mount Kearsarge Indian Museum this month. This is a little brochure. Again, it talks about our powwow that's there. Again, we give museum tours, what we did in the past. And again, I'm not sure what we'll do this summer, whether it will be any different. If you came in between 12 and 3, there's usually a museum educator that will give you a tour around the museum. We pay your admission, and you can have the tour. You can go on a self-guided tour. The Medicine Woods outside is something that's usually scheduled in advance, usually for groups of 10 or more, but any group of 10 or more can come in and get a discount if you schedule ahead of time to book a larger group like that, and we'll have it planned and set up for you and all that kind of thing. Again, it's generally closed at this time of year, but if you have a group of 10 or more and you want to come in, I just did a tour last week. I have a 3 coming up in February, so we open as needed. So please call. The other option for that is if the museum, for a lot of school groups, it's harder to come because the distance and the travel and things like that, and the busing is basically the problem they have. We also have a travel program where we come to you, and right now I'm the only one that's doing that for the museum. We have a PowerPoint presentation that shows lots of artifacts, and then we have hands-on artifacts that the kids can actually touch and things like that. Again, like the museum, we cover all areas of the United States. So that's another option. I've done that for libraries and senior groups and things like that. So we can come to you if it's too difficult for you to come to us. Again, obviously, you don't get to see the full gamut of what's in the museum, but it's an alternative if that travel is too far, things like that. So I'll be sharing more about that with you this month. That's pretty much all I have to say for now. Thank you for joining me for this session of Maker Monday from Log Cabin Leather by Jan. My name is Jan Hibbard. Please join me Wednesday at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time for my Workshop Wednesday series, where I'm going to, again, beginning to show you how I make this leather jewelry, what kind of leather I use, different aspects of making it. So that will be this whole month. I hope you join me. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.